guys, I am back to film my wrap-up for the Bazaar's 24-hour readathon, which took place yesterday, which was the 13th of April. We were pretty flexible this time, so if you wanted to like start early you could, or if you wanted to start a little later you could. Like I guess like between like the Friday to like Sunday you could read if you want. I did start a little bit earlier. I did start on Friday because I knew there was no way I was reading for like 24 hours straight, and frankly I didn't really read for 24 hours regardless because my brain like turns into pudding after like 8 p.m. and like stuff just didn't happen. But I read a pretty good amount, so I figured I would go over what I read, and let's get started. So I am going to start with what I read on Friday. I don't think these are in any particular order because I wasn't smart enough. Well, I did write them down. Do I want to do them in particular order? I could. Sure, why not? Okay. So first off, I read the 9th and the 10th volume of The Demon Prince of Memoji House. I am really enjoying this. It's starting to get definitely more into like I? Is that how you say his name? His past, which is definitely interesting. So yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it. I liked this so much, I was like, hey, I need to go like buy more of it. So after I read that, I ended up going out with my sister, and we went and got lunch, and then we went to Books A Million, and of course, unfortunately, Books A Million did not have any of those volumes, because it's Books A Million, and my Books A Million's terrible. But I ordered them offline off of Amazon, so I did order 11, 12, and 13, which would catch me up to what is out currently. So I did order those. And then, when I got back, I ended up finishing off Dream and Sun, so I read volume 6, 7, and 8 of Dream and Sun. I think this is, like, I think Shay said this was 11 volumes total, so it's starting to wrap up. I'm thinking it's not going in the direction that I want it to go in, but it's still a cute little story, and I'm basically reading it for my boy Zen, who's right there and adorable. The next one that I ended up reading was my Volleyball Girls. This just continues to be adorable. You're getting more into like the backstory of like the volleyball pair that the main girl used to be a part of, and like what happened with there. So it's kind of getting interesting, but it's just super cute. What can I say? It's girls playing volleyball. Well, beach volleyball. The next one I read was The Girl from the Other Side. Yeah, this is, you know, dark and everything else. You're definitely getting more into, like, they're being, pursued by soldiers, so the teacher and Shiva, they had to leave their home and find a new home, and it's just, like, definitely getting really interesting. And then like that last, I'm pretty sure this had like a lovely little cliffhanger when it ended. Oh yeah, yep, that was a lovely little cliffhanger. I do not know when the next one comes out, but how dare they. So that was all that I read on Friday. So I didn't, like, I went out with my sister and I didn't like focus too much on it, but I read what I could because I knew I wasn't going to be able to like completely 100% focus on it on Saturday, just because my brain turns into pudding too late the day. But the first thing that I ended up reading on Saturday when I got up and was eating breakfast actually appropriately was 2, 3, and 4 and Delicious in Dungeon. This is definitely a really like dense read. Like this took me longer to read than a lot of the others. It's pretty good. I'm kind of interested to see like where they keep going with it, because like I don't want to say too much, but kind of like the main driving point of the story has kind of like concluded, so you're like, okay, what's happening now? Although I guess the stuff with the sister is going to be interesting from what you've seen on the 4th volume, so I don't want to say too much, but yeah, we're just gonna go with that. But I definitely see what Amasaki OJ said with that, like, he was like, oh, well, maybe it could have stopped at 4. I kind of see where he's coming from. Granted, I haven't read 5 or 6 yet to see where that kind of goes, but I'll get them eventually. The next one that I read was, I finished off a series. I read 1, 2, 3, and 4 of Yokai Rental Shop. This was also my personal goal for the month. I'm trying to read like some of these shorter series to get them out of my TBR stack. So this is only a 4-volume series. This was actually relatively cute. I mean, okay, it had a cute ending. It wasn't like a depressing as crap ending, which I kind of thought would happen with this one. But basically what you've got is you've got a brother who, the main character, after his mother passes away, was basically told that he had a half-brother and she wanted him to go and try and find him. So she finds his half-brother, he finds his half-brother, which is this guy, and basically finds out that his brother is like this weird eccentric who basically owns a pet shop, but it's actually a front for like a yokai supernatural rental. So customers would come in and rent the yokai out to do like usually not so good things. So it's really interesting. You basically then find out that he, main character, also is very much like his brother, and he's so cute. That one is also plays a big role in this, and basically it is all about him and his brother. Basically, well, the main character just wants to meet his dad because he didn't realize his father was still alive. The other guy actually wants to kill his dad because he's a terrible human being. So there's that. So it actually ended very well. It's definitely, if you like the supernatural stories and you like kind of happy endings, like, which is, you know, doesn't always happen in these kind of darker ones, this is a good one to pick up. And it's only 4 volumes, so you're not, like, you know, too committed into anything too big. The next one that I ended up reading was catching myself back up on the Water Dragon's Bride. So this is actually the newest volume. It is going to be in my haul, so I didn't have to, I'll just put it over there to go back in the haul. So I did end up reading 7, 8, and 9. This is, it's so good. I'm happy where it's gone because I like the Aussie? I'm so bad with these names. Where it's kind of shifting with her, and I'm not sure I like this guy very much, but I don't think you're supposed to. Yeah, but it's really good. I'm definitely enjoying it, although I feel like the next volume doesn't come out for a while, or maybe that's Demon Prince. The next volume doesn't come out for a while. I feel like I was looking this up because I was like, where's the next volume? I need it. But since Water Dragon's Bride just had a new volume, I don't see a new one coming out anytime soon. The next one that I read was the 2nd volume of the Quintessential Quadruplets. The girls are starting to get better. Like, I will admit they're not quite as much of a pain in the butt in this volume as they were in that first volume. They're kind of starting to grow a little bit. The main character's little sister definitely is helping like pull this all together, and I'm like I might want to just read it for her. But I'm still kind of on the fence. I know people really like this one, so I'm kind of like, ugh. Clearly there's something that people really enjoy with this manga, but I'm not quite seeing it yet, but I don't know. I'll debate. I'll probably get the 3rd one if it's on a good sale. Let's just say that. The next thing that I read was I got super lucky. So after I had absolutely no luck getting the rest of the Demon Prince of Emoji House at my bookstore, I went on Amazon and ordered it. And I figured Amazon, so I ordered on Friday. So with the 2-day shipping, it should have gotten here on Sunday, which is today. So I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to read it for the readathon, but that's fine, I'll read it later. Guess what came on Saturday? So they showed up on Saturday, so thanks so much, Amazon, because that is awesome. So I did read the rest of it for the readathon. Oh my gosh. All I can say is I told Shay this. If you're slowly catching up on this one, for the love of all that is, I can't even imagine those poor people that read 12 and then had to wait for 13 to come out, because that ending on 12. Yeah, let's just say that. Continues to be awesome, continues to get more in depth with the main character's backstory. You're really disliking this guy. I'm just gonna say that. So I definitely enjoyed that. This was the one, I don't think the next volume comes out until like September, which is like, oh my gosh, really? I have to wait that long? And then the last one that I read, which is the one that I read for my last sprint before I called it quits, because after 8 p.m. I turned into a pumpkin and can't do anything, was Made in Abyss Volume 5. I figured I wanted to finish this one off because it's been sitting in my TBR for a while now, and it's definitely family oriented. Did I even mention that? Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. I'm a bad co-host. The theme for this one was siblings or family, and that is to honor Bazaar's sister. And yeah, so that was the big theme of this one. I will admit, as you guys can clearly see, I totally deviated from my TBR. I was supposed to read Loveless. Do you see Loveless in here? You did not. So basically, Loveless is currently in my closet. I got lazy and didn't bother pulling it out of the closet and was like, well, I'll just read what's out here on my TBR. So that's what I ended up doing. So I never read Loveless. A lot of these were kind of more of a little bit of a stretch for like the siblings and family. I'm guessing like found family kind of works too, and that's a lot of this one as well. So it is what it is, but that's what I read. I think it was, did I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 volumes of manga for this readathon. So I think I did pretty darn good. I saw a lot of people doing it, so that was awesome. I'm so glad everyone was able to join us. I think Bazaar likes to do these like every 6 months or so. I don't think we have a set one picked out yet for the next time, but we certainly will. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys later for the next video. Everyone have a very good rest of the day. Bye!